Maybe strange question. What is the downside of the experience of communicating with God? Is there a downside to that experience?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
I have not experienced any. I don't know what it would be. There has been no downside for me. It has been a blessing from the beginning right up to this moment.
You mentioned in book 1, I think page 54, about emotion. You've mentioned it elsewhere as well. Emotions are the power that attracts. Is this correct? And can you tell us how does it work?
Emotions are energy in motion.
Yes.
When we put energy into motion, it's like stirring the pot. It's like scrambling the eggs. It's like moving the energy of life around, and in such a way that it begins to swirl and attract. It begins to act as a magnet, much as a galaxy spinning in space begins to attract matter, solid matter. That's why people who experience peaceful emotions, like Thich Nhat Hanh, the great Buddhist monk, the Dalai Lama, and others like that, attract peaceful experiences because they produce peaceful energy in a wide variety of ways, not the least of which is meditation. So I think that emotions are very powerful producers of physical manifestations, which is good news. That's very good news, because emotions are things we can control and create. Many people think they cannot. They think that they are subject to their emotions. But in fact, masters understand that emotions are creatable and controllable. And when they control and create their emotions, they control and create their exterior environment as well. So it's a secret that many people are now beginning to understand.
How can you help someone who has the understanding of what you're saying, but this is an understanding as we speak? I want to apply it.
The fastest way to apply anything in your life is to help someone else to apply it. The fastest way to know, as a function of your life, anything in life, is to help someone else to know it. The fastest way to use any wisdom that resides in your soul is to help someone else to use it. That is why every great spiritual teacher, Moses, Abraham, Jesus, Muhammad, Lao Tzu, the Buddha, every single one, without exception, was a teacher. Because they understood that you teach what you wish to learn. And they knew that the fastest way to bring something into their experience was to carry it into the experience of another. Why? Because we are all one. Because there is no other. But until we heal the rest of us, the part of us that we call me cannot be healed. It's really quite simple. You can't heal your body if you're letting your foot go unhealed. You can't heal the whole of your body if you let your finger be cut and bruised and not healed. So in order to heal the body whole, you must heal the body's many parts. That is why every great teacher has expressed spiritual principles in the way they have. And that is why every great spiritual figure has been a great spiritual teacher, because they understood that we are all one. And until everybody gets it, nobody gets it. not fully, not completely. The answer to your question, therefore, is to turn outside of yourself and not worry how you're going to overcome this particular challenge, how you're going to overcome your memories of past lives or anything else for that matter, but really how others can overcome. And when you teach others how to do it, you'll automatically be teaching yourself, and you will heal the two of you. I asked God, why doesn't my life work? God said to me, it's really quite simple. You think your life is about you, and your life isn't about you. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with everyone whose life you touch. When you heal it over there, you will heal it over here.
It's unbelievable, the simplicity of it and the wisdom.
Well, God is pretty clear. He doesn't leave very much ambiguity.
How does God feels like?
Soft, warm, gentle, loving. God feels to me like the best friend I ever had, the most helpful and generous partner I could ever acquire, and the most insightful and caring and wise advisor.
Can anyone open up to God or not shut themselves out of God, even if they don't believe in God?
The answer is yes. God says, I talk to everyone all the time. It is not a question of to whom do I talk. The question is who listens. So anyone can get in touch with, or if you please, connect with God, whether they believe in God or not. In fact, as soon as a person breathes, they connect with God. But your very breath is a connection with God. As soon as a person opens one's eyes, that person connects with God, because you're looking right into the face of God when you look at life. Now, whether one is aware of that connection is another matter.
Mm-hmm.
But there are times when even people who don't believe in God are aware of something larger than themselves. They may not call it God, but they are aware that there's something that's bigger than they are individually. And that essence, that experience, that feeling that they have is the feeling of being connected with the divine, whether they call it that or not. You know, there's an old saying, a rose by any other name is still a rose. And God, by any other name, is still God. It doesn't matter whether you believe in God. You can't disappear God. God is appearing in your life every single moment. Call it whatever you want. It's still there.